The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
The fall and winter fashion seasons are upon us. Time Underground Furs have every coat you need to be unique and stand out in the crowd. From furs, minks, leather, suede, vests with the fur, blue jean jackets with fur, cashmere, and wool coats, with over 350 coats to choose from. Rarely will you see two of the same coat. Quality coats and excellent customer service is first and foremost. Our entire inventory is wholesale priced. You never pay full price. Every coat is 25% or more less than any other store that sells fur coats. Why pay retail when you can buy the same coat for wholesale and save hundreds of dollars? Time Underground Furs also sells to other stores at wholesale prices. We also have very nice pre-owned, slightly worn furs. We lease our coats for all types of events and have 30-day layaway only. The mission is to take the coats out of our store and put them in your closet or store. Wearing a mink or unique coat transforms you to the best version of yourself, and everyone wants a fur coat. Time Underground Furs is here to make that happen. We do appointments only. Time Underground Furs, located in River Oaks Mall in Calumet City, 708-252-1434. That's 708-252-1434. Or check out our website at www.tymeundergroundfurs.com. It's time to purchase a fur from Time Underground Furs.
There's another person inside of you. A healthy person. A fit person screaming to get out. Time Fitness will help you find that fit person. Time Fitness clients eat to live, not live to eat. 95% of you dream of a flat stomach but have no clue on how to make that happen. Time Fitness is the master of making that stomach disappear. Want to look younger? Time Fitness. Isn't it time you take care of you? Contact us now for a free 2-pound protein powder meal replacement, 2 free guest passes, 1-time free Time Fitness t-shirt. Each client gets personal training guide and workout journal. Time Fitness will help you live a healthy lifestyle and improve your quality of life. www.tymefitness.com 773-458-5084. Living out of town? No problem. Time Fitness can still work with you each month. Ask us how. Time Fitness. www.timefitness.com.
Good morning. Happy Saturday to everyone. Welcome to Dhat Girl. I am your host, SHOLANDA, and we are here every Saturday morning, lifting up, encouraging, and motivating one another to tap into Dhat Girl, that person that's on the inside of you, that person that God created you to be, and that God said this is purpose for your life. Well, that person somehow has gotten distracted and suppressed by life, by the cares of life, and you kind of lost touch with your inner self. So we're here on Saturday mornings just to encourage you and to give some feedback and some tools on how you can wake up that person that's on the inside of you, that girl, how you can discover your abilities that God created. Today is a great day for us to be together. So get your coffee, get your tea, get your donuts, get your toast, and let's just sit down and do what we do. Just have a conversation with one another about how we are going to wake up that person, how we're going to walk in our purpose and in our call that was created for our life. Today, you guys know I always talk about things that, that I feel is relevant, things that has been relevant to me in my life. And I was listening to Tyler Perry, I forget her name. He has a young lady who has a new talk show. and I think it's called, I hate when I forget. But anyway, she has a new talk show, and Tyler Perry was there with her. And he was just encouraging her, and she made reference to how he put her in positions and he put her in places that made her, that allowed her to see what it is that she was able to accomplish. He put her in an open doors for her to be in situations that allowed her to see other people doing what it is that she was already doing, and people who have already accomplished and achieved and acquired things that she was trying to acquire for her career and in her life. And she gave an analogy to him how he took her on his island. And I'm like, well, Tyler Perry has an island, but he took her on his island, and it was the experience of being around people, common people that it seemed like, but being around people and seeing how these people were, how they interacted with one another, and how, although they had multiple millions of dollars, they were millionaires and billionaires, but he took her around those people to give her an appetite to see that these people are no better than you, that you can have whatever it is that you see them doing. It only takes that one thing for you, like it took for him writing his stage plays, to launch you and to thrust you into your next place, to launch and to thrust you into your place of that girl. So my question to you all this morning is, what is that one thing for you? Do you know what your one thing is? Do you know what that one thing that God has put on the inside of you? Are you aware of what that one thing is? That sometimes they say one thing can make you or it can break you. What is your one thing? And I think it's important for us to know both things. What's that one thing that can take you and shoot you up into your next place of wealth and prosperity? And what is that one thing that can cause you to lose everything? What is that one habit? What is that one desire that you have? What is that one thing that you have around you that can cause you to just lose everything? What is your one thing? That's a good question. I had to ask myself that this week. I had something that happened to me, and I'm like, man, that could have cost me my whole business. If I didn't respond to this thing the right way, it could have cost me everything. Everything. I could have just lost everything, along with do some jail time. So what is it, that one thing that you have that's about yourself, or that you have around you, that if you're not careful, it could cause you to lose everything? What is that one thought that you have? Is it, man, I don't think I'll be able to do this? I think the name of the show is Fakima. That's her name on the Sisters. She's the star in Sisters. But what is that one thing that make you feel like, man, I don't think I can do it? Excuse me. Her one thing was she, had to be around more people. She needed to see that it was possible. She needed to see that other people can do it. So what is it, that one thing that's hindering you? I don't have enough money to get it done, so it's just been sitting there on the shelf for years. Your goals, your dream, your aspiration has just been sitting on the shelf because of financial situations. What is that thing, you guys, that is holding you back from accomplishing that which God created you to do? Is it a person? Is it a relationship? Is it your kids? Is it your job? What is it that's holding you back from obtaining and from getting what it is that you were created to get? It is so important that we know that, so that we can work on getting rid of it, so that we can work on moving through it. You, like I said, you got to have self-control. If I didn't have self-control this week in a situation, I could have spoke some words out of my mouth that would have caused me to put myself in a situation that would have caused some things to happen concerning me and my business. Yes, I am saved, sanctified, filled, and baptized in the Holy Ghost fire, and all of that. I love Jesus. I'm a prayer warrior. I'm an ordained evangelist. But sometimes you do get in a place where if you don't have the Holy Ghost power within you, if Holy Spirit is not ministering through you for you to get a grip, and don't say that, or just have self-control in this season, you have to be able to watch what you do and watch what you say, or you will miss it. You'll miss your mark. And as I said before, weeks ago, I don't want to miss any more marks. I don't want to have to do anything over and over again. I don't want to miss my purpose and my timing, because this is our new beginning. This is the season for us to get up and to try something new. This is the season for you to get up and to try that thing that and dust it off, and get that book off the shelf and start back to writing. It is the time, you all, to stop allowing distractions, to stop allowing procrastination, to stop allowing things to hinder you from moving forward. And that's basically all I have for you all today. Just focus on what is that one thing in your life. What is the one thing that if you get this book off the ground, then it's going to cause you to be a millionaire. If you write the stage play, let's just go there, it will cause you to be a millionaire. So you guys have to know that you know for sure, I'm doing this thing unstoppable. I'm moving forward, and I'm not going to allow anything to hinder me from doing what I know that I was called out and chosen to do. We can't do it, you all. You cannot lose your temper. You cannot lose your momentum in this season. I have some people that's around me now. They'll go. We'll talk about it. They'll be encouraged and motivated. And then I look up, well, did you follow up with that? I'm just trying to see how I can help them get the thing off the ground. And no, my mind is really not into it. Well, if it's your mind, if it's your way of thinking that's causing you to miss your purpose in life, get some counseling, get some time out for yourself, whatever it takes to get your mind in order. I was talking with someone else today about a young lady who's going through something in her marriage, and she's waiting to take the nursing exam, the state board exam for nursing, and everything that's going on around her in her marriage and financial issues till, now she's going to have to push the test back because her mind is not in the game. Her mind is not on focus and on what it is that she was predestined and that she set out to accomplish. So you all, we have to get out of our emotions. We have to get out of our feelings in this season. These are just things that I've noticed. These are just things that has come across my path this week, that we have got to know that all the time it's not about us. It's not about what we want to do, but it's about what we have to do in order to get to the place that we were predestined to get to. It's hard. It is hard. Once you tap into that place, it is hard. I am doing so many different things, not so many, like 3 different projects that I'm working on now, and it is hard. I can't just go lay down when I want to lay down. I can't wake up when I want to wake up. I can't go when I want to go. I have to go even if I don't feel like going. So you got to get that drive again. Get your drive, put your feet on the pedal, and let's go. Let's get up and move and watch. When you get there, you're going to be like, man, I almost missed this. If I would have stayed in the bed a little while longer, I would have missed this opportunity. You don't know what it is that you're going to meet today. You don't know. Today might be that day that your divine connection meets you in a place where you're supposed to be. But because you decide, no, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to go. Then you miss a divine intervention. So that's what, that's kind of like the place I am right now. I need to be where I'm supposed to be so that those things that I'm asking and I'm praying for, so that I won't miss them. I won't miss it, you all. So don't miss out on your one thing. It only takes one thing to make you, and it only takes one thing to break you. So let's figure out what's those things in our lives today. Let's figure out what's those things in our surroundings today that could cause us to make it or to cause us to lose it. I know I had a call yesterday from my daughter. She's in ATL. Not a call, she texted me and she said, Mom, I think I'm having an asthma attack. And I almost lost it, but I had to remember I can't get there, but God can supernaturally, this is just the way I think, God can supernaturally go to my daughter and breathe breath into her lungs that she will not have an asthma attack and she will not, end up having to be hospitalized or whatever would have came behind it. So almost immediately I was able to keep my focus and I began to dispatch angels. I just began to release the angels that's assigned to her life to go wherever she was. I didn't know if she was at home or if she was at work. Go there and breathe life into my daughter. While I'm sitting in my car, I started breathing. And I'm sending this breath to ATL. I'm sending this energy. I'm sending and releasing divine respiratory for the lungs of my daughter. We have the power, you all, to dispatch angels. Yes, we do. I'm a firm believer. And how do I know that it is true? Because I've seen God supernaturally intervene on my behalf many a times. So whatever it is that you're facing, whatever it is that you need in your business, I need you guys to put your angels to work. Some of our angels are just sitting back, kicking it, just chilling, because we have not pulled on the angels that has been assigned to our life. We have not pulled on that supernatural abilities that rest on the inside of us. I do just believe with all that I have that it exists. And I think that that's going to be that thing, that final thing that's going to pull that girl up and out of you is that divine strength, that divine intervention. No matter what is going on, we have got the power to dispatch angels. We have got the power to speak to it from right where we are and cause that thing to become as though it's supposed to become. You have the power in your tongue to speak to that loan. I'm waiting now on a couple of grants to be released. I speak to that grant. I've spoken to it. And I praise God for it every day. I know what it's going to be. I know what the need for it is. I know how it's going to be dispersed to me. I know that when whoever is reviewing the grants, when they look at my name, that my name is going to stick out. Even if it's something that I did wrong on the application, it's going to be where God is going to supernaturally intervene on my behalf. How many of you have that kind of faith that no matter what you do, that God has the power to supernaturally intervene on your behalf? That's how we're going to make it. That's how we're going to overcome. That's how you're going to get up out of depression. You're going to speak to your mind because you have the power. Yes, like I said, I believe in going to therapists. I believe in talking to someone here in the natural, but I also believe in supernatural intervention. I shared with you all recently how I would speak to this tumor that was on my thyroid. I would speak to it every time I had to go to the doctor. Every time I had to take medication for my thyroid, I would thank God that the next time I go back, it's not going to be there. I would thank God, come out of the ultrasound room, go to the doctor, get the report. It's still there. It never grew, but it was still there. It was not cancerous, but it was still there. And I made up in my mind that I didn't want nothing in my body that was not supposed to be in my body. Come on, you all. Make up in your mind. You don't want nothing around you. You don't want nothing in your path. You don't want nothing in your life that's not supposed to be there. And we have the power to decree it and to decree it until it manifests. I went to the doctor and the doctor said that I don't have to go back to get any more ultrasounds because I had to do it annually. because there was nothing there. He said that the report was so vague, it just said that I didn't need to come back anymore because it was no longer there. What is it in your life that you need to be resolved, that you need to be erased, even if it's a criminal background that you may have? Thank you, Holy Ghost. Some of you all have backgrounds that's holding you back from getting to a place where you know that you're supposed to be. Speak to it and watch how God is able to give you divine favor. Divine intervention, you all, is the key. I believe that it is that one thing that we need that's going to take us over the top. I believe I will one day be sitting on an island, be it with Tyler Perry, or it may even be my own island, but I will be sitting there in a place where I was created to be. How do I know that I was created for greatness? Because the things that I think in my mind is nobody but a purpose for me to have these thoughts. It's nobody but God that would allow me to see these kind of things in my mind, to have these kind of visions. You're not crazy. You just chosen. Tell yourself, when you're seeing yourself doing all of these things, when you're aspiring to do such great things, when you see yourself writing big plays, when you see yourself in big conferences, when you see yourself and your business being global, when you see yourself doing what you see being done by other people, don't allow your mind to tell you, girl, that's just wishful thinking. No, that is just chosen thinking. You know how people say stinking thinking? Come on, today, let's pull on our chosen thinking. I was chosen to think the way I think. I was chosen to see the things that I see, because you can only have as far as your eyes can see, as far as your mind can see, and not your eyes, but your mind, because your eyes may see just right here, limited, and hold you to cause you to be stagnated. But get into your mind, vision. Let that vision take you to that place. Begin to speak that thing, you all, because it will manifest, but it will only manifest if you believe. God is a bomb.com, because he gave us the key instruction is if you only believe. That didn't just stop at if I only believed that he was gonna move the tumor off of the thyroid. That mean, and what that did for me, it woke me up to understand anything that I believe, God will supernaturally intervene on my behalf if I stay consistent with my belief. We're walking in a season where we've got to have strong faith, not only strong faith in God, but strong faith in you. You have got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, when you present your programs, when you present your visions, when you present your business plans, when you present the things that you're supposed to do, if you don't have it in your knowing that this thing is possible, it's going to be a hard sell. And that could be why you're stagnated where you are, because you don't fully believe in what you're doing. You don't fully believe in that one thing that you know that you're positively for sure that you're good at doing, and everybody comes to you for it. Everybody can see it and everybody know it. Everybody except for you. We got to get it together, people. Get it together so that we will no longer miss that thing that God has created on the inside of us. Yes, you're going to go through some changes. That's called the process. But you don't even want to be in the process longer than you have to be in the process. Some of us been going through the process for centuries, decades. No. Process is for you to get to one place. This is my belief, and you excel in that place. Then you go through the next process, but you're never going back, and you're never just standing still. The process is an action word. It's moving you. It's moving you from one place to the next place. So don't get stuck in that one area. We got to keep on moving. We got to keep on moving. Remember, if you don't remember anything else from today, one thing. Now you apply that one thing. Is this one thing in my way, or is this one thing moving me forward? Let's take that and put that on your mind this morning in everything that you're doing moving forward. What is the thing that is going to take me off the maps? What is the one thing that's going to cause me to be so rich until I'll be sitting up there on the island with Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, and them? What's the one thing, you guys? What is your one thing? Get it, hold on to it, and work that thing until it manifests. Work it, baby. Work it. Work it until it achieves what it is supposed to achieve. Bishop T.D. Jakes, maximize the moment. We're in a season where this is our moment, and we have got to maximize it. No matter what you're doing, maximize your moment so that you can be able to walk it out in its totality, that you can be able to walk in it in its fullness, that you'll be able to enjoy everything that comes along with that one thing that God gifted you with. You see, God knew everything about us, so he gave us one thing that we will be able to use it. If it's the gift to talk, if it's the gift to sing, if it's the gift just to motivate and encourage, what is your one thing? Think about it. No thing is too small. Nothing is too small that can hinder you. And I keep focusing on that. Nothing is too small that can blow you up. So you want to make sure that you're aware of both things so that you can reach that place that God has created for you to reach. Because why do you need to do it? Because that girl needs to be released. Why do you need to do it? Because that was put on the inside of you. Why do you need to do it? Because God needs to use you so that he can show other people the greatness that he is, the greatness that he has. God needs to show people through us the supernatural ability does still work. The supernatural healing, it is real. The supernatural wealth, it is real. God needs us to get in our position so that we can represent him well. And we're not doing a good job if we're sitting back allowing lack of finances to hinder you. I learned a long time ago that favor is greater than all the money. I learned a long time ago that I don't have to just solely trust in my credit score. Now, you do have to be on your game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, but it's not everything. That does not determine my progress. That does not determine how far I go. My belief in the supernatural ability that if God said it, if God put that talent down on the inside of me, that it is and it will manifest to its fullest. I'm reaching, guys. I'm reaching the fullest these days in my life. I am reaching that mark that God has set for me, and I'm not settling for any less. I'm not going to stop. Even in my pursuit for God, I'm not going to stop until I tap into that place where he created me to tap into. You guys go, grow, and be happy. Today is that day that God has shown you what it is that you need to know. It's that one thing that's going to open doors. It's that one thing that's going to close doors that has been hindering you all of this time from reaching that place that God has put you in, from reaching and obtaining and maximizing your moments. No longer are we sitting back. We're calling those things into manifestation. We're speaking those things that are not as though they are. We're walking in it as if we're already called in that place. We're doing the things that we're supposed to be doing. We're going to look at the houses. We're going to look at the buildings. We're going to test drive the cars. We're going and we're putting ourselves in the company of people. Don't be intimidated because people have material things. I promise you, they had a starting point as well. So don't be afraid to go to the big galas and all of these different functions. Go and you stand right up there and you stand flat-footed, just like you know that you know who you are. And yes, you do belong. Hope this has encouraged you all because it's been a motivation for me. Tomorrow, I am going to do the photo shoot finally for the release of the new music that God has birthed through me. Guys, be looking real soon. I'm hoping for the release date of the CD to come at some part later next month. But it's happening. It is happening because I spoke it. It's happening because I kept putting it down. I pick it up. I put it down. To one time I decided I'm not going to put it down anymore because God had made the provision. Okay, you can't say you don't have the money. You can't say you don't have the connections. Now everything is here. Now what you waiting on? Let's get to moving. You all, I'm just talking, moving, and I'm just grooving on this morning because I'm excited about your future. I'm excited about my future. I'm excited about that one thing that God has revealed to you on this morning that is going to make you, and he's showing you that one thing that has been sent to distract you and to break you. I have been your host. I am Sholanda. You all get out and enjoy this wonderful weather on today. The sun is shining. Enjoy your family. Enjoy yourself. But remember, stay focused. One thing. Until next week, I'll see you guys later. Enjoy your day. Be blessed.
Views made on the preceding program are not those of WVTC Radio, iNetworks Communications, or their financial supporters.
Winning victory through Christ. WVTC Allsip Chicago and iNetworks.